Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, to the 14th World Esports Championship 2022, live from Bali, Indonesia. And we are gonna approaching the last game of the day, the closing game to Sandhawk. And back with me again, Donaviska, and my amazing partner here, Choo Choo. Let's go to the last game.
Gonna be one last match, but the thing is, we're still gonna be the same team.
Yeah, I think so. I have a little bit of a the sense Egypt is gonna take the third win.
Don't jinx it. We get blamed by the Nazis on Twitter.
Oh my God, don't be. But again,
are you gonna
as
choose
usual,
different team? Are you choosing different team?
I'm choosing different team this time.
But I think we have to do sponsors first, right?
Yes, because like the sponsors like really taken a big part of this event. So we're gonna thank our sponsor, our main sponsor, which is JHL Group. And also this event is sponsored by JHL Auto, Nusa Pay, DAS, Gudang Crypto, Taiwan Excellence, Pertamina, and also Hydro Coco. And also we have official telco partner, which is Telkomsel, official smartphone partner Samsung Galaxy A series, internet service provider partner IndiHome, travel management partner HIN, hotel partner Episode Hotel, and also our beloved venue Marusaka Hotel. And we also have a sports broadcaster partner Mineski Global, IESF, IFAL, and also ESIT, production partner as well Lemon ID, and media partner Net TV, Trans7, Detik.com, Esports ID, Video.com, Dunia Games, Dance TV, Dance Play, Merah Putih, Bola Score, and Kami Bijak.
And also for the government support, none other than Kemenpora. We have also for Korea MCST, Kony, NOC Indonesia for the government support. And last but not least, we have the wonderful Indonesia. Thank you so much. Without you guys, we won't be here. Without you guys, none of this is going to happen. But also, you talk about so many partners, right?
Yeah.
But we also have our lifetime partner.
Oh.
Thank you so much for our lifetime partner being very patient with us, which is going to be you guys watching at home. You guys have been our lifetime partner the entire of our World Esports Championship. Now we're down to the last match.
Last match which is going to take in Sandhawk.
Sandhawk, a small map. We definitely saw a lot of fights quite early on.
Yeah.
But Egypt, now I don't want to vote for Egypt because I might jinx it. I'm not going to lie. I love the fact that they are having a streak, but do you want to change now?
I do actually. I'm rooting for Chinese Taipei for now, actually, for the closing, because I feel like I really want them to shine now. To shine, I mean.
They're
not
quite shy.
Not shy.
They're quite shy.
To shine.
They're shyly shining, okay?
Shyly shining.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
But for the Chinese Taipei, they definitely... You know what, my manager or my another partner just now told me that, you know what, of course they can't get too much points because there's only 12 teams.
Actually, yes.
And I forgot about that.
12.
We forgot about that sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, like we discussed it earlier, right?
Yeah.
Group B and C is actually got a lesser amount of points because like they got one less team.
Yeah, that 4 elimination points deducted.
Yeah.
So, but when it comes to the placement points, everybody has something. So it's like a give and take moment for these teams. But the thing is, when it comes to teams, feels like something is still struggling. Now, we did mention quite a number of Egypt teams. Example, they are on the up high there. But what about Djibouti? What about Guatemala, Maldives, even Bahrain? I looked at Bahrain. I have a feeling they have this really genius idea about being a backstab, a bulldoze from behind, but it just couldn't work.
Yeah, actually, the finishing move from Bahrain is not quite there yet, and I really cannot wait. What is Team Bahrain is gonna serve for us in the next games? Because like I believe that Bahrain is the one staying in the slope between like at the last game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
they're always the one that coming up from behind.
Behind the teams.
Yeah, it's like they're always the last one to come in, and usually they're coming out from the south or from the eastern side.
Maybe one of the factors that I can see is like the lack of players that they have.
They did have 4. But the thing is, they didn't fan out. They
Yeah.
were clumping up together. They thought nobody else is actually in front of them. Maybe they thought it's a bit too far. But you know, if it works, backstabbing, it might be just what they need.
Yeah, and then they also got to like securing a bunch of elimination point because if they do that kind of thing or that kind of play style really, really well. So let's see what's gonna happen in the last game, which is gonna be happening in Sanhok.
Now, are you guys ready for our last match of day one in our World Esports Championship, brought to you by IESF. There you go, a bit of subtle ads there. But we're talking about Sanhok.
Oh.
Healing game, not so much. Small map, definitely. Which island for the circle? Also a problem, especially Dona. If the circle happens to be centralizing near boot camp, it comprises all 3 islands.
Yeah, and quite often I see if that kind of circle happening, a lot of confusion is gonna happen around the players, around the teams. But from what I saw in the like another tournament as well, like the team is favoring towards like the if they want to move inside the zone or if they want to make a rotation, they often make a rotation with water. By swimming, I mean.
They be in between, right?
Yeah,
sometimes.
in between.
Just in case, if it's not the left, it's going to be right. It's like they're in the middle.
Yeah.
So but it's also very risky because if you happen to be caught by the other teams, you get fished out.
Yeah,
And
actually,
it's
yes.
just really tough to get out from there. But we do have highlights too as an Egypt team. Now, so far, dominated the entire day. None other than we do have a couple of games by Brunei's, but we already have early shots in Camp Charlie.
Oh my God.
Again,
Yeah.
I think it's I'm not sure about Djibouti doing the same stuff all over again, getting too early for fight. It didn't work out for them, and they're doing the same thing. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a good idea.
Yeah, and I can see that there are four of the players, I mean, from Djibouti is like not nearby to each other. We can only see 2 players now, which is Rusher and the other from Jipflag, actually. Yeah, and then they are gonna be approached by Team Jordan, and now Team Jordan is really pushing into the compound area of the Djibouti. And just like that, 1 man down. Not only 1, but Russia is also been knocked down.
I have a bad feeling for Djibouti. It's like not breaking any sweat at all for the side of Jordan. They don't even need full gears to actually do this. Not even needing any utilities to execute. In an easy start here, Russia got finished off, left with only last player of Djibouti. And that's going to be it. It's definitely running. He is definitely running. Couldn't do much about it. I think it's going to be left with only, maybe, possibly, Zerman. I'm not sure if he's playing right now. But on the other hand, Mauritius, they're taking Pioneer. Now, we did have nearby Paradise Resort on the outskirts of Pioneer early on. Sometimes Sanhok Circle love to repeat.
Yeah, sometimes. Is it happening the lesson?
I don't think so.
Not
For the first game, though, I forgot where the circle was. The previous one is just on the outskirts. Yeah, it feels like too many games today.
Too many games. It's been like a long day, but just like that, Team Djibouti has been eliminated out of the game, out of the lobby now.
But at least they're looking happy. I think they have secret recipe for tomorrow. It feels like they're saving up for tomorrow possibly. It's just like, you know what? We're just going to have an early rest today. Have a good start tomorrow. So Djibouti, nice try, but we're going to have to wait for their performance improvement tomorrow as well. We're down to only 11 teams within less than 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah, if we're back talking about the circle though, with this kind of the first circle which favoring towards like more of the part of the circle is towards the B island, right? The Bravo island, right? So with this kind of first circle, it's I'm pretty sure the last circle is gonna be like in the B island still.
Well, depends. Don't jinx it.
I'd like to jinx it actually because I actually like really want to see the hard zone for the closing game of the
I mean,
day.
like, if you really want it hard, why not taking around, like, Playins is not that hard. What's the place? Corey is pretty hard, though.
Yeah.
Corey is pretty hard. But we had a couple of, I think that's a different arena entirely who's actually shouting, but never mind. It's going to be the next one. We have Chinese Taipei, Hong, who's the RGL for the team. Cheng Fu trying to spot out with his UMP, but I think there's nobody else nearby. They can actually start to move around. But I think they want to take their own sweet time, play a bit more safe, because that's what we noticed about Chinese Taipei for the past few games. They want to get position, then get tiny bit of good position, then start to hunt down some elimination. It's just having a closure that's really tough for them.
Yeah, especially with that kind of position that they got, a compound at the edge of the circle. I think they are gonna spend a sweet amount of time for themselves to really secure in that compound. But me myself actually, like, I don't really like that kind of like timing that much, but we are gonna focusing on the Guatemala right now, because as we see, they are seeing one of the men from Maldives.
It feels like the whole entire team of Guatemala already backing up Chio for now, but Nomori is actually being out-cornered from the outskirts. It's walking straight into the trap for Guatemala. It's going to be Maldives setting it up, and more in the rest of the team start to rush in now. They can't even reset, they can't even revive there. Oh, another one down. What a perfect spray. Beautiful spray just now.
Beautiful, beautiful. And this is only gonna be the last man standing, Cheo from Guatemala. And I believe that Greenet is gonna really messing up with them. And Toxic not using any Greenet. He's just gonna shot that man down. And just like that, Guatemala, as long as Djibouti, out of the game. I really like how...
It feels like the blue is not the color today.
Yeah, I believe like both of the blues out of the game.
Oh, man.
Oh.
And now we have one. Oh, no. It's going to be Jordan versus one team, which is going to be Chinese Taipei.
Yeah.
Both of the teams that we're looking out for. And they didn't notice. They didn't even try to check the compound just now. They just passed by.
Ooh.
Is it lucky or is it unfortunate? Because they might... Never mind. Here comes Jordan. I'm not sure where are the last player. Where is the last player? It seems like they have 3 players only.
Yeah, because we cannot really see the last player in the mini map. But I really like how, not really like. I mean, like, I really have a question with this kind of movement that Jordan made, and with this kind of like position that they've made. I feel like they know. They
know.
They know, right?
They definitely know.
They definitely know.
I think they take a Gojek just now from their member. If you guys haven't been in Bali, you can actually order sort of a lift coming up from a motorbike, right? Gojek, right?
Yeah,
is it Gojek, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I think one of their members is actually part-time Gojek. I have a feeling that might be the case.
Yeah, he's a good driver though. It seems like. But at the Hattin area, we can see the Vietnam. They're right next to the door with Team Bahrain, I believe. Yes, Bahrain. And these are the teams, the 2 teams that going into the lead game from the previous match.
Yep. Now, coming up from Vietnam, Hartins is the place where they want to stay for a bit more longer. But Ragnarok really tried to bait them out. He's taunting them. It's like, I know you in there. You heard my footsteps. Now just have a tiny pick and give away your position. Ragnarok definitely knows there's a couple of players, but I'm not sure if he knows the entire team is there.
Yeah.
Because he's being extra careful and didn't even open any door, but he might just jump into it. I'm not sure where are the rest of the Jordan teams.
The one man.
Oh, he's just going to taunt them.
The one man, where is the last man from Jordan? Even though like they securing the different angle from now, as Ragnarok is gonna pushing into one building and Cheng Fu is there. Oh my god!
Oh,
no!
Rosie!
Oh my god!
Ragnarok, you cheeky guy! Oh, there you go. You reap what you sow. He's being punished for being too cheeky.
Oh my god, that was so funny actually. But right now, Leith, I believe, is gonna like approaching into the compound that one that occupied by Team 1 Esports or Chinese Taipei. With one grenade has been thrown and it's connected beautifully, and it's gonna be like an opening for him.
It's a perfect angle. Now cooking up another nade, stopping him from pushing forward. Leif fighting head-to-head. It's going to be a CQC fight. Leif won that fight. This is a big win. Even though I question, is it worth it to lose one member over just this sort of commitment? But it just shows they know what they're doing. Coming up from the Jordan side. They will finish off Shock. Where is the last member of the Chinese Taipei team?
So the question is like different now. We question about Jordan's player, and now we question about Chinese Taipei after we see finally Gaga is here.
He's not there. Where is he? Why is he not giving any help? Or did he just build the ship because he knows there's no way I can save this situation anymore? I might as well just live for the points, you know?
I think it's not that easy, isn't it? To like really build out the position, because like the Jordan's player is guarding up or having a different angle.
Yeah, that's the question. Where is the last one? Because we saw it is only Ragnarok up there going and pushing forward. The moment he got knocked down, the other coming in a bit late. That's why he got executed straight ahead of. And then, but the thing is, there's no sign of the last player at all.
Yeah.
Where's this guy?
It's
in the blue zone.
It's such a mystery.
They're playing the healing game. I have a feeling it's going to be a 3-1 formation.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. And we're going to see how much of a healing prom that they got for now, or he got for now, because he is as the last man standing for Chinese Taipei. As we can see, the Team Mauritius is approaching the compound that occupied by Team Maldives. And finally, Chuchu, we can see the movement of a 3-1 position or setup.
But is it worth it? Now, the problem is he lost a lot of casualty during the process as well.
Yeah.
The 3-1 formation only works if you have that 3-person get elimination as much as possible. And the one person still have to survive. But back to the side of Maldives versus Mauritius. Feels like Mori having a bit of a problem to just have enough. Oh, Mori! Not now. Not when there's so many enemies surrounding you. It's just unfortunate timing.
Yeah, it's going to be a burden for him, actually. But thankfully, actually, like, Mauritius is not really that fast approaching to them. Just like I said, they are approaching right now. But Mori has his time to really heal himself up.
I think he regretted his decision just now.
Yeah.
What did I do?
And then instantly, like, a different kind of play style is being, like, gonna be played by Maldives now.
Yeah, it's a good start. At least they realized that they need a different approach this time. Back to a Skydo. He starts to get it in here. He wants to go. Oh, found it. Ring around the rosy, and it's going to be just around the corner. Skyo found it out. One player, Mori, finally be. Wow, that's a brutal way to go. So many people crushing him down. Back to the side of Mauritius. They are taking this really fast.
Mauritius being cautious. Yeah.
We're doing rhymes now. We're doing rhymes now,
Kind
really?
of. Kind of. Special for the last game of the day.
Okay, we need more.
So yeah, but I believe that we can still see Maldives player around him. Yeah, that's it. That's it. The Maldives player as the last man standing. That I believe that he cannot do anything whether than he is gonna like waiting for Mauritius player is gonna be pushing back from himself.
But the one that actually we intrigue to see their improvement is going to be the side of Ghana. Now, they have been very quiet earlier today. Slowly they are improving. Their progress is just tremendous within the day. I'm really looking forward about their performance tomorrow. But for now, we have to focus on the last Sunhawk here. Yep. They spotted out the team coming up from Egypt, or was it Iraq? We always have a bit of an issue to see from a very cute screen we have right now. I think it's Iraq right now. But maybe both teams are actually looking over Ghana. I'm not sure. But Iraq, though, they have a bit of a sloping down the hill performance today. They are having a tough time to cope with it.
Yeah. That for what I can see is like they don't have that momentum back for himself. As we see, the Maldives team has been eliminated. Like, if we're talking about Team Iraq, they are not there yet. Like they really need to seek for that punch.
They had it
kick
earlier today.
Yeah.
Where it was fighting for it and they lost it.
Yeah.
Where did that punch go?
I don't know. Maybe the punch go outside of the venue to see the opening ceremony that will gonna happen.
Yeah, I saw the rehearsal. It was amazing. I'm like, I can't wait to see that. Back to the game we go.
Yep.
We do have Egypt team crossing over the bridge. It's going to be on the northern bridge here, where we have Bahrain. Now, Bahrain is so good at gatekeeping, but it's just the execution they have problem. They have good position, but Nura didn't move. Ribs tried to actually do a bit of a Mauritius plays on the other team, but no, it's Ghana. Ribs again being knocked out. It's going to be 1-2-1 trade. Now, try to make an improvement, control damage. But Egypt team is just so strong at this point.
Ooh, grenade toss by both of them. And that is the player from Egypt got one more man down coming from their opponent. And this is going to be like a sweet winning for them. Because we can see both Rook and also Nora, both of them can be saved for now.
Hopefully there's no more intrusion because there's going to be another party coming in and shot from afar. It will be none other. I think that's going to be the Iraq team we mentioned before. And Bahrain taking the advantage of Ghana's condition where they've been pinned down left, right and center. Ghana's team just been cornered everywhere. And Bahrain finally start to get points. We're talking about their position, their tactical is just genius. It's just having a trouble to execute the idea in their hands. But back to Iraq and Egypt, are they fighting against each other though?
Well, let's see if the camera is moving towards them. And requesting. Secretly requesting. But now we can see like Jordan is gonna like be pushing themselves out from Team Mauritius, I believe, because like I believe they really want to securing the place or the compound inside of a circle as soon as possible before the other team is gonna be approaching those position. But Mauritius with 3 elimination point it's a really good start for them actually.
Oh yeah, I mean like the way they set up the trap against Maldives was genius. It's like waiting for a rat to eat up the cheese and they set it so perfectly flawless. But I hope it gets more after this. It just need a bit of a consistency. On the side of Egypt now, they did definitely part ways with the Iraq team. I'm surprised both teams are not too comfortable approaching each other. So for the side of Iraq, they're going towards the side of Paradise Resort. Are we having the southern part of Paradise Resort circle? Because if the teams are going towards Paradise Resort, then it might be a repeat of the previous Sunhawk.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch, especially inside of the Paradise, because like Paradise is kind of like have a lot to work on for the team, because like it's not gonna be like very easy to work on. And as the next circle is popped out, we still can see Paradise now. And I believe looking at the eastern side of the circle, there's not much team is going to be approaching inside of the Paradise Resort.
But still, a couple of teams already parked themselves there, making sure they can hold their fortress and defend it as long as they can. And it's quite a luxurious place to have a replenish resources during their fights as well. Back to the side of Korean team, we have Uriel proning down, waiting around top mark. But where are the rest of the teams? Again, they are quite separated. Between them, it's going to be at around not really 200 meters, 150 meters apart. But I just hope that the slope won't cover their vision in case Uriel get knocked down, though.
Yeah, because like they really need to move fast and really reset fast. But talking about move and reset, I can see that South Korea team is gonna make their way inside of the zone, because like if they wait any longer, it's gonna give them so much damage. As we can see, like Iraq and also Egypt is having their setup already.
True. Why would you want to put yourself in disadvantage?
Yeah.
It's not enough that you have to face against all the teams gatekeeping on the front and you want to fight the blues and that you can never shoot down. It's going to be really tough if the players are rotating very late. We're talking about Sunhawk. Now, the circle will be shrinking even smaller. This is going to be the fourth phase. It's going to be 1% HP per second. So they can't take it lightly anymore. For the side of the Korean team, they might have to pick their points in it. Whether it's going to be against Vietnam team or it's going to be Iraq. They have to choose one direction or the other.
But I believe that now South Korea is really getting ready to push towards like Paradise Resource area that they didn't notice even a single bit. The Team Vietnam position, because the Team Vietnam position or the approach of Team Vietnam was by walking without any vehicle, so there are no sound. But thankfully for South Korea, they have the awareness and they got to they still can manage their position.
At the same time, for the South of Korea, they don't have enough utilities when it comes to the health. Now, they do have a couple of band-aids, but I don't think they will last long enough with 30 seconds on the clock. Less than that instead. When Big Star tried to do a big play, but back towards the side of Vietnam is spotted out on those in the Paradise Resort, which is going to be the side of Iraq team. At the same time, the Koreans are struggling to just make it through the safe zone. Golden making sure they will gatekeep that side, and Reva making sure his eyes onto us, the team that's on the other end. Reva and the rest of Iraq team just guarding this heavily enough that even the Koreans might actually be shot down here. Even in the Vietnam, I don't see them gonna survive here. It's just really a long hike. We're talking about this advantage of the lower grounds, hiking up to its Paradise Resort.
Yeah, of course. And I thought with that awareness of South Korea is gonna take things south for Team Vietnam, but as Team Korea is really, I can say like messed up in terms of like their strategy to push into the Paradise Resort. They kind of like struggling afterwards, but somehow Team Vietnam is really taking that opportunity, that change to bounce back, and now they are approaching bit by a bit towards Paradise Resort.
Comes the spray, Gaga. Just spray and spray into the smoke, hoping it will clip and connect. Leif got Law on the other end. It's going to be Mauritius having a tough time to just get out from this fire, crossfire. Back to his Leif. Spot out Vortex. He's taking a lot of blue burn here. It's not worth it to stay too long, lurking around the corner. Egypt team need to build this one out either. They're not too far off from the circle, coming up from the northern side. But there's so many vehicles. Again, Bahrain might just creeping and lurking around. But back to his Mauritius. Now, they have to decide for the side of Egypt, again, which way to go. Look at Gaga. This seems like a perfect angle.
Oh my god, but one man from the Mauritius is actually like moving out of the, or dodging out the grenade, but cannot really dodging out the fire through his body. And just like that, he's been eliminated. And now, from what I can see, somehow Team Vietnam managed to touch down inside of the Paradise Resort.
Oh, they make it through. They squeeze in. I salute them for that. But will you live or not? Do you have enough will to actually be alive? Volt just keep the pressure. He got no clue where the marinades coming out. That was a Kobe coming out from Yalla. Really gonna go for it from Iraq. They just taking Paradise Resort, dominating it. But the thing is, circle shifted. Again, it's gonna be outside of Paradise Resort. It was in the southern part before, now it's on the western side. Now, Egypt team, on the other hand, still have a 4. Their mastermind is going to be Krona on the side of Egypt team.
Yes, especially with this kind of position that Team Vietnam is really having like their position for now. Their setup is quite good enough, but on the other side, Egypt managed to get one man, which is Choto from Bahrain, and just like that, again and again, Bahrain cannot really make it into the late game pretty well.
But you know what, Chrono is just so good at positioning himself for the rest of the team. He just opened so many opportunities. It's just paved a way for the path for the entire team of Egypt. Hassan of Bahrain trying to make a bit of a damage control, spotted out late, and spotted out goal, guys. Well, Jordan eliminated at 6th place. Who would have thought? Egypt on the other end also falling off the chart here. We do have Vietnam again with 3 players, but we talked about Egypt before.
Yeah.
They are undying.
Yeah, undying, but now they are dying, I believe. And we're talking about like Egypt and also Iraq, how they have the area in the inside of the zone around of the Paradise Resort, and just like that, they are now the one who's been pushed by the other team, especially by Vietnam now, who's been struggling to get inside of the zone. But right now they have I think like a bit of an advantage in terms of like the position.
That's true. And the hardship of the circle really making it's not easy for the players. It's hardship all the way to the right side, but here comes the shots from the Iraq team, taking on Hassan of Bahrain. Back to Winnie, coming up from Vietnam, spotted Corona, the mastermind, but he just misses it like a couple of centimeters.
Yeah.
But the one that's really struggling in the death hole, it's going to be the side of Bahrain, left with only last player. Even the Chinese Taipei are struggling, playing the healing game still.
Yeah.
I don't know how many first aid he actually has.
Yeah, we actually like kind of forget the last man standing from Chinese Taipei because like, oh, this is it. 6 more 8 keys that he got. Is he gonna make, oh my god, top 4 for Chinese Taipei? Is this gonna be like the rise of the healing game?
I don't know.
I am not.
Is it enough? Is it enough? But back towards the side of the Vietnam team. Winnie spotted out. Egyptian team eliminated at 4th. Finally, we're having a different flag for the closing here. The Vietnam team taking on Iraq. But Iraq so close of getting that closure. All they need to do is outplay. 3 players coming out from the Vietnam. Winnie. Ring around the rosy, zigzagging in. But we still have the Chinese Taipei. That might be the game changer, Donna.
I don't think that he have enough aid kits to like really stay towards like up until the late game. But if he really like managed to get at least at the edge of the circle, it's gonna be like a massive thing both for Iraq and also Vietnam team.
But the Paradise Resort equal grounds for both team. 3v3 Chua getting on one last Chinese Taipei player. That's going to be adding on 1 more elimination. It's down to Vietnam versus Iraq. They got Yellow Volt, Delta Kaga and Rava. Can they actually 2v3? We've seen it before. Vietnam, can they have the closure finally? They take out 1 finally. They didn't bunk this.
Oh my god, finally, we gotta see the rise of Team Vietnam that we've been waiting for so long today. And they show us, this is us, we are still Eagle.
You know what? It was a very similar condition how they fought the Egypt team before. It was a TV3 as well. I was so worried, can they not flung this out? I mean, like, they're so close to making the same mistake. But this time, we can see that they're improving game by game. They know exactly what to do next. Even the Chinese type is so close of getting it, but it's just not enough utilities.
Not enough utility and also not enough healing, I believe. Like, yeah, so I believe we are gonna toast to highlights. Yes.
Relax.
I'm quite confused now. We're gonna see the highlights once again of how the players or the teams managed to get the spot. All right, there we go. I really want to like rewind or rewatch the movement that Team Vietnam has been builded, because like the first thing first, when they met Team Korea, that was a very from what I can say is a very smart move, because like it's a very smart move. Like they know exactly that there is another team in front of them, and they like moving in without a vehicle whatsoever, just by walking, and just like that they managed to like giving a quote unquote heart attack or surprise.
Is it really something that they already expected to be, or waiting? Is it really just lucky? Because the way they move feels like they had the same sort of mindset with the Korean team. We are going to spread this result, but lucky enough they stayed back for a bit. If not, they'll be the one being shot down by the side of the Korean team. It might be the reverse. Because they were planning to go Paradise Resort as well.
I think it's the lucky one, because
coincidence.
Like it's coincidence, because like after that, like they really wanted to like take the man from Team Korea one by one, but Team Korea managed to like took Team South for them. Like they managed to trade the knock and trade the elimination as well, and just like that, it's shown that how Team Vietnam is actually didn't really prepare for the war. that is gonna be happening between
it's
them.
like there's like rezeki.
Yeah.
It's like
Rezeki, what is it? Rezeki in...
basically a blessing.
Oh yeah, bless.
For them. It's like a blessing for them. But at the same time, that was incredible plays. I mean, like, but you have to give compliment to as a team like Egypt and Jordan. They are very consistent. Even though they don't have straight chicken for Egypt, they
Definitely.
got back to back. We're talking about, yes, we have Saudi really dominating for now, but I'm not surprised if tomorrow is going to be a different team entirely taking the streak as well.
Yeah, I have the same thought. I have the same like feeling for what is gonna happening for tomorrow. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, everybody. We are seeing the last dance or the end game between like Team Iraq and also Team Vietnam. Alright, so after that, we're gonna see like only 70 throw used. This is like a very, very low number.
Even the heals are not as much. Maybe because,
Yeah.
you know, the reduction of the drop of utilities is another issue. But at least this time, the total elimination is slightly higher.
Slightly.
But we have to consider for the fact that, yes, we are lacking one team as well. So this is sort of the average, like all the groups so far. Every single map, we can say every single group around 40 each average.
Yeah, but ooh, 259 meters distance elimination is actually like kind of not too average for Sandhawk.
It's quite okay.
Yeah, it's quite okay.
But so far, if you consider for all the maps, we still have 394 or 393 was the furthest away coming out from the side of Vietnam team.
Yeah.
But for the top 4 teams, yeah, definitely we got Vietnam, Iraq, Chinese Taipei, and Egypt. You can't deny this.
Yeah.
But if you put another one, it's gonna be Jordan.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be it's gotta be Jordan, I believe.
But they were just at 5th place, if I'm not mistaken, just slightly a bit earlier than the teams that we're looking into right now.
Yeah, especially Egypt and also Chinese Taipei as well.
Wait, he didn't travel?
No, it's maybe yes. Maybe yes, he didn't travel at all. He's only like have a blink from one side to one side.
Oh man, I didn't know they have teleportation inside of a...
I believe because like we didn't see his coming, right?
Yeah, well, it's a bit too far anyway. But I think there's a bit of a glitch, you know. I think they actually move quite a distance as well, even though it's just one play.
Of course,
but
definitely.
Here comes what most important by the end of the day, the overall ranking. Look at the gap, Donna.
Still, Saudi Arabia is the king of the first day. From what I can say, the gap is really, really huge. But Brunei is now with 93 total points. It's not that huge from Jordan, actually, even though a difference between 7 and 9 is there. But speaking of like the result from Brunei, I can I want to keep saying Bahrain because like I cannot stop thinking about Bahrain now. Yeah, it's kind of okay. It's kind of like it's still like replaceable for Brunei.
It's still a 20-ish gap, but it's not that too far. It's something realistically doable for the teams. But the Brunei to Saudi Arabia down there, that's quite a gap. But the one that I really worry about, it's going to be the side of Djibouti. The only team without a double digit, and it's too far off. They really need to step up their game tomorrow.
I mean, like 5 total points for like the whole 6 games.
Yeah, what happened?
What happened with Djibouti? And we hope that they are gonna come back stronger for tomorrow.
I mean, like they need to at least get 1 point each game. I mean, like that's not adding up as well.
Yeah.
It's like it's supposed to be 6.
Yeah, it is, but it's not. It's like what is happening? Especially like in the last game, it's like. I think it's something wrong with them because like they been eliminated too soon, too early.
Yeah, the first one every single time. So I think they need to figure out how to drop themselves first because the drops will always marks the tone for the entire game. But I think we are at the end. I think we are very hungry.
Yeah, I am. I am. And after this, we are gonna toast back to our host. I believe he's
still here.
Meet you here.
We miss you.
We have to go to the Earth stage
Oh,
to
yeah.
join the open ceremony.
Ah,
Why
I'd love
you
to.
still here?
Okay then.
okay,
Goodbye.
bye.
Oh, wait, we have to close the show, of course. So, guys, we have reached the final stage of day 1 of PUBG Mobile. On the final stage, we have Saudi Arabia as the top leader
Yep.
with 153 points. The difference is about 63.
True.
With the second position, Bahrain, yeah.
Brunei.
Brunei Darussalam, yeah.
The only team that's not Middle East up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
I'm waiting for another country who wants to join the race between the top 3 countries. So we will continue the PUBG Mobile on 5 December, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
we have 2 days
Yeah.
break.
We have 2 days break. So before we close the show for today, I'd like to say thank you to our government sponsors, Kemenpora, Korean Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism, KONI, and OC Indonesia, and Wonderful Indonesia, of course. Yeah. On the opening ceremony, on our stage, there will be an athlete parade. So there will be some kind of parade from the athlete. So they will be running like this, joining on the beach. And of course, there was, friendly match. And I don't know what kind of game that will be held over there. It will be Tekken or eFootball.
Let's see.
That's
Let's
not
watch.
Yeah, of course. And also special performance from Alfie Ref featuring Wheezy and Echo.
Wow.
Abang Jahat. That song. Do you listen?
Yeah,
That
I
song on the
listen for a
TikTok?
bit, yeah.
Of course.
Of
So
course.
we will have a very blast
Strawberry.
opening ceremony on our stage. So we have to go there. Thank you once again to everyone who watched our show today, and see you again for tomorrow with me. And Donna and Cucu will be on 5 December. And once again, thank you, and see you around, guys, on opening ceremony IESF 14 World Esports Championship Bali 2022. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Esports! It's my game! It's my world! It's my community! We believe in unity! It's my game! It's my world! It's my game. It's my world. Esports. It's my game. It's my world. It's my